everyone, welcome back to Obscurus Lupa Presents. Well, I don't have much of an intro today. Just know that you don't know how awful this movie is. I mean, I've reviewed a Scott Shaw film, but this is just the worst. It's called Star Wars: A New Hope. A New Hope? More like I hope this movie is short. But no, this epic turd fest goes on for over 2 hours. Lord have mercy. Star Wars is brought to us by a director named George Lucas, who has since gone on to do jack shit. I can see why. The only good thing I could say about him is that he at least has the decency to go back and try and improve this piece of junk every once in a while. I'm not saying he succeeded, but I will say it's akin to putting an air freshener next to a piece of dog poo. Star Wars is the tale of Luke Skywalker, a small space orphan who is kidnapped by a bearded metrosexual and forced to do battle with a rebel alliance. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. And yeah, Luke Skywalker? That's clever. Why don't you just name him Luke Hell? It would have sounded better. Let's get this over with. We start with, whoa, hey, back it up. Episode 4? I'm not joking when I say this. There are 6 of these movies. Yeah, and this one came out first. Episodes 1 through 3 are prequels he released later. Talk about confusing! And what the hell is this, a novel? Since when do I have to do homework to understand a movie? Fuck it, I'm skipping this part. Some spaceships shoot at each other. These robots, R2-D2 and C-3PO fuck, apparently exist. We're also introduced to the goons of the movie, the Stormtroopers, and I think we're supposed to take them seriously. They work for a dude named Darth Vader. I shit you not, this is what he looks like. Awesome. That's just... wow. Looking good there, buddy. He walks away imposingly to his super cool theme song before choking a bitch. Apparently he's looking for some kind of princess. Wow. That hair is something. Not like mine. Mine's cool. She's immediately taken out because she's awesome like that. Meanwhile, the trash can and the inexplicably English robot take off in an escape pod like the cowards they are.
You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile.
Best friends forever! Anyway, they end up getting captured by these guys. Pfft, yeah, seen that before. Total Phantasm ripoff. Oh, come on, that one's clearly made from a trash bin. Cut to, oh, whoa, finally, some good special effects. That's pretty damn good for 1977.
Look, sir, droid.
That's Davin Felth, the most important character in the Star Wars universe, if you can call it that. I only know this because of how much he's shoved in our face. If he wasn't so awesome, I'd be pissed. Oh well, I'll be pissed anyway. Shut up, Davin. Whatever. Let's meet our hero for this movie.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
We've got to spend the whole movie with this guy. You have been warned.
It just isn't fair. Oh, Biggs is right. I'm never gonna get out of here.
What a whiner! I bet there was never a bigger whiner in the Star Wars movies. Ever. Especially not his dad. Though that would be ironic. While he's cleaning up the Dalek, he finds a message left by Princess Cinnamon Bun.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
This is not important to the story in the slightest. Oh hi, Aunt and Uncle 70s! Positive I can give this thing, it's all the wipe transitions. Those look great. Anyway, some things happen. Luke and the droids end up attacked by sand people. Yeah, sand people. Wait, how the hell did he get behind those rocks? Best part of the scene, can't top it. So they've been saved by Old Man Beardo here, named Ben Kenobi. But in a stunning twist, it turns out that he's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Wow, really good name change there. What a cunning disguise! It turns out that he fought alongside Luke's father in something called the Clone Wars. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Thank goodness we never saw that on screen. He gives him his father's lightsaber, which has the ability to jump cut open. He also explains to him about Jedi warriors who use the Force, which gives them power and apparently has a light and dark side. Like toast, if you will. They find out that Princess Cinnamon Bun needs their help, and Beardo decides to train Luke in the ways of the Force because, to paraphrase, he's getting too old for this shit. Meanwhile, the bad guys are hanging out on their Death Star, yes, that's really its name, and Darth Badass chokes a bitch. Again. But this time, he does it with his mind. Luke has his reservations about doing all of Beardo's work for him, but for plot convenience purposes, his aunt and uncle have been killed horribly by Davin Felth and his men. Luke's life has been forever changed from this moment on, a fact he realizes as he sadly looks over his family's charred corpses. Oh man, that's lucky!
Moss Eisley Spaceport. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
And that's exactly why we're going there, because I have no regard for any other life than my own. The CGI has only improved over time. Truly, it is a marvel. So Beardo and Wino need a pilot to take them out, so this leads them to a cantina full of wacky characters. My favorite is the werewolf, personally. Inside, they meet Han Solo and his boyfriend Chewbacca, and holy shit is that a bad character design for Cousin It there. I'm glad this movie fell into rightful obscurity. Han Solo is played by someone named Harrison Ford, and he's just awful. If only he'd been played by Tom Selleck. The best thing I can say about the character is that he shoots this guy who's about to shoot him first, and I'm glad he shot second. Otherwise, I'd like him less. He's the pilot. Next scene. It turns out that Han owes money to this lardass called Jabba. I've got no complaints about this scene. It plays out perfectly. Well, it looks like it's off to Alderaan. Oh, nope, guess they blew it up. Nixes that plan.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
But sir, nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose. Wookiees are known to do that.
Like a boss. And then they dick with Luke for a while. Comedy ensues. They end up captured by the bad dudes, but they totally trick them into thinking they aren't there.
I sense something, a presence I've not felt since...
Care to elaborate on that? No, apparently he was just talking to himself. This leads to... oh, no disguise shenanigans. Star Wars, what makes you think you can pull off comedy when you can't even pull off drama? But at least they kill some people. That's bonkers! They make their escape attempt, but not before stopping for some delicious Cinnabons. This escape plan involves falling down a garbage chute, yeah, a garbage chute, and trying to blast their way out, which results in the laser ricocheting off the wall. So, question, why did they need laser-proof doors in the garbage chute? Whatever. They fight a garbage monster, then this happens. No! Way to go, Beardo! Oh well, Luke spent like 5 minutes farting around on the ship. I'm sure his training is complete by now. Why the hell are you so depressed? You knew the guy for like a day. Next up on the road to failure, our heroes join the rebels in the fight against the... who cares? This is boring. Go back to Chewie cheating at board games. The plan to take out the bad guys is for a fleet of the rebels to fly out and attempt to shoot down a tiny hole on the Death Star, which will cause a chain reaction that'll blow the whole thing to Kingdom Come. That's right. The thing's the size of a planet, and it's got one really obvious weakness that they just kind of keep out in the open. Seems like a small oversight on their part. If there's one thing I can say that was successful in this, however, it's the budding romance between Luke and Leia. I could tell those kids are gonna make it work. But anyway, they actually managed to blow the shit out of the Death Star with the help of their best pilot, Lieutenant Porkins. And it all ends with an epic celebration of their mediocrity. The audience, however, has ceased to care. Oh man, where do I begin? This movie was just one huge disappointment. I mean, it could have been something great, but it seems like a wasted opportunity. Why couldn't it have had more CGI and maybe some wacky comic relief characters named Bounce Bounce or Mason Jar? And it definitely needed to give a scientific explanation for that force thing. I am not buying it. Oh, and we needed more dramatic no's in this. But what we got, unfortunately, was a pile of space fertilizer. There's no way I'm reviewing the sequels, so...
Yeah, I'm a Star Wars miracle.
Ash? What the hell?
Stupid human, I am here to give you a message of the utmost importance. It will probably involve a speech of some sort.
But you're my cat.
Shut up, Esau. This is serious business.
But you're a stupid comic relief character. It seems kind of silly to...
In every generation, a lightsaber is used. And so we must all take part in the dance of life. A dance which is called Lambada. And it is with this knowledge that we will solve all the mysteries of the universe. Or at least of Doctor Who canon. I guess what I'm trying to say is... clean my butt.
That's it?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's stupid.
Gotta go fast!
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.